Dragonfire here. Time for another bulletproof review, and I am reviewing the movie Rock of Ages. Now, this is a movie that is a musical. First time I've reviewed a musical on my channel. And this movie is from the year 2012. And it is basically a homage or a tribute to kind of the hair metal genre of the 80s. It's a movie that is supposed to take place in 1987. It is mainly a love story, but it also revolves around an already established musical act, and its lead singer, played by Tom Cruise. I forget the name of the band now, but anyway, played by Tom Cruise, and his name is Stacey Jacks. I forget what his band is called, but then there's this other kind of young and up and comer who's trying to make it. There's this famous nightclub where Russell Brand and Alec Baldwin work at the nightclub. There's like a politician and his wife who are trying to get the nightclub shut down. The politician's wife is played by Catherine Zeta-Jones. The band manager is played by Paul Giovanni. Like I said, lead singer is played by Tom Cruise of the big major rock band in the movie, the fictional rock band in the movie. You got Russell Brand playing a guy who works at the nightclub. He's kind of Alec Baldwin's assistant manager. And you got like a young girl who moves to Los Angeles from somewhere in the Midwest, wanting to become a superstar rocker, and her love interest is another young man who's already there, who wants to start his own rock band as well. And the movie itself kind of plays out like a typical love story between the young girl who moves and the guy who she meets there in Los Angeles, who wants to start his own rock band. It's a somewhat typical, semi-predictable rom-com type story arc that they go through. But the real reason I wanted to talk about this movie is because of all the great music in it, and it really is a kind of a tribute, a love story, or a love letter to 80s hair metal and just 80s music in general. So, just let me read you the track list. Paradise City, of course, is a famous song by Guns N' Roses. It's probably my favorite song ever. So this is all the songs that are listed in the end credits of the movie as being in the movie, because this is a musical, so it's pretty much songs from beginning to end. Sister Christian, I believe, is a song by a band called Night Ranger. Just Like Paradise is a song partially written by David Lee Roth. So I believe that was a Led Zeppelin song, or it might have been a song that David Lee Roth put out in his solo career after he left Led Zeppelin. Nothing But a Good Time is a famous Poison song. I Remember You is Skid Row. Jukebox Hero is well known for the band Foreigner. I Love Rock and Roll from Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Hit Me With Your Best Shot is Pat Benatar. Oh Sherry, I forget who sings that one. I think it isn't it Steve Perry. Steve Perry. Oh Sherry, yeah, I think so. I think it's from Steve Perry after he left the band that he was formerly a part of. I can't remember what band he was a part of, but I think that's from his solo career. Waiting for a Girl Like You, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's another Foreigner song. Don't Stop Believing, I want to say is Journey. Yeah, it's Journey. In fact, that's the band Steve Perry was in before he went solo. He was in the band Journey. I remember now. Talk Dirty to Me is another Poison song. More Than Words is from the band Extreme. Heaven, I believe, was first recorded by the band Warrant, written by their lead singer Jani Lane. Rock of Ages is a Def Leppard song. And of course, it's where the title of the movie comes from, Def Leppard, and their song Rock of Ages, which I believe is on their Pyromania album from 1983, Pyromania, Def Leppard. Want It Dead or Alive is a song from John Bon Jovi when he did his big solo album. Is when he released Want It Dead or Alive. I think that's when the song was first released. It's from his John Bon Jovi's solo album, not originally from the band Bon Jovi. I Want to Know What Love Is. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's another Foreigner. So big shout out to Foreigner. I'm pretty sure that's another Foreigner song. I Want to Know What Love Is. I Want to Rock is from Twisted Sister. Pour Some Sugar on Me is a Def Leppard song. Harden My Heart. This one I don't remember who did this song. Yeah, I don't remember who does Harden My Heart. Might be another Pat Benatar song. I'm not sure. Bringing on the Heartache. I believe, yeah, that's a Def Leppard song. Bringing on the Heartache is a Def Leppard song. Shadow of the Night. Can't remember who does Shadow of the Night, but it's a hair metal band. Here I Go Again is a song from Whitesnake. Now, in the movie, just to be clear, in the movie, these songs are performed by the actors in the movie for the most part. But they're not the original recordings of the songs by the bands. They're musical performances from the actors, hence why this is called a musical. But still, it's just an interesting look into this era and this genre. Most of these songs are in the hair metal genre. A few of them maybe not so much, but okay, I mentioned Here I Go Again from Whitesnake. There's also Can't Fight This Feeling from oh man, who does that? I can't fight this feeling anymore. I forgot it what I started fighting for. I don't know, is that Chicago? I think that might be a Chicago song. Anyway, Any Way You Want It, I want to say is another Journey song, I believe. Undercover Love, I'm not familiar with this one. This might be the song that there's kind of section of the plot of the movie where the guy stops doing like a rock and roll or heavy metal band and starts doing a kind of a pop boy band instead. Undercover Love might be the song that they sing as when they're doing their pop boy band type thing. They do a song where it's like they're basically kind of resembling maybe Backstreet Boys or 98 Degrees, NSYNC, something like that. So that might be that song. I'm not sure if I'm misrepresenting if that's a great song. Let me know in the comments or something. It's just not a song I'm familiar with. But anyway, back to the songs I know. How about Every Rose Has Its Thorn? That's another great Poison song. We Built This City, I believe, is Boston, from the band Boston. We're Not Gonna Take It, another Twisted Sister song. No One Like You, I believe that's the Scorpions, right? And that's the Scorpions song. No one like you. There's no one like you. Yeah. Yeah, that is the Scorpions song. I'm certain of it. Don't Stop Believing. I think that's another Journey song. Come On, Feel the Noise is actually a cover. I forget the name of the band that did it originally, but it's probably better. The song is better known by its cover version than its original version. So the band that is famous for covering it is Quiet Riot. I forget the original artist who covered it, but Quiet Riot, fantastic. Rock You Like a Hurricane, another Scorpions song. So yeah, this is a pretty cool movie. If you haven't seen it before, check it out. And then, check out the music that plays in the movie itself. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool musical. I really enjoy it because it is a just a fun tribute to all that 80s music. Now, when I first saw this was coming out and I saw the previews and whatnot, I was looking at it and, there were some names of people that I recognized in it. It's got Catherine Zeta-Jones, Tom Cruise, Russell Brand, Alec Baldwin, Mary J. Blige, if I can say her name correctly, Paul Giovanni. I don't know who else is in this thing. There's quite a few names on this list. Yeah. So I think I covered all the major ones of actors I really know, but you can see the cast on the front cover here. And I wasn't really sure that I wanted to hear Catherine Zeta-Jones and Alec Baldwin and Tom Cruise sing my favorite songs. You know what I'm saying? Because this has some great songs of like Come On, Feel the Noise and We're Not Gonna Take It and I Wanna Rock. It's from some great bands: Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard, Twisted Sister, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, man, these are some great bands, some great songs. And like, do I really want to hear these songs and these things sung by these actors? And it's like, okay, honestly, they are not the best in the world. I far prefer the original versions of all of these songs to the versions you hear in the music in the movie here, but it's still an enjoyable watch. It's a fun movie. So check out Rock of Ages, and God bless. Dragonfire out.